Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my initial thoughts, reactions to the news of UFC 323, all the fights that got announced for this card, how it's looking, giving you guys a little early preview of some of the predictions I'm going to have for this card. And then also looking at what some other people thought of these announcements, like Mr. mma-guru and Lucas Tracy. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But first, let's run through some of my thoughts on some of the fights being made here. Let's start this off, man. Let's just see, because it's a very interesting, very interesting card here. First fight is Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. It's funny. It's funny how quickly people have written off Marvin Vettori, but I don't think he's had too many really bad losses yet. So, and I think Bruno Ferreira is a very interesting fighter for him to compete against, because Bruno Ferreira is just one of the more randomly good fighters sometimes. Because if you look at what this guy's accomplished, he has a He has a win. He has a KO win over Gregory Rodriguez, and then would fucking lose to Nursultan Ruziboev. That's just such a fucking random order to do things in. And Phil Hawes, Dustin Stolfus, and then he lost to Abus Magomedov. So he's one of those guys that's always bordering on the rankings. He's trying to come back. He's trying to climb his way back up. And he's had some pretty good performances recently against Armin Petrosian and Jackson McVeigh. 2 armbars in a row. So now he gets another shot at trying to make the rankings with Marvin Vettori. Obviously, Marvin Vettori, he's super past his prime. Obviously, nowhere near as good as he used to be, but I still think he has something to show here, maybe. I would love to just hear the reaction people have if Marvin Vettori actually does win this fight. Because I think a lot of people have already written this guy off as oh, he's super washed, totally incapable of doing anything. We don't know, how far he has yet to fall. I mean, how old's the guy? He's how old is he? He's 32? He has a decent chance of beating Bruno Ferreira. I really think he does. So that'll be interesting to see, the talks of who, wins this fight. Jesus Christ. Too much coffee in the morning. Up next is Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. Oh, this is fucking interesting, man. Chris Duncan. Okay, so Terrence McKinney, man. I want to care so much. I want to, Terrence McKinney is one of the guys I want to, I'm delusional that he's still actually going to be on the come up and actually get, a ranked fight, dude. I saw, seeing this guy lay out Matt Frevla in 7 seconds, bro. I was how could I not fucking like this guy and say he's going to the top, man? But, he just loses to, not even, extremely good talent, but just he loses to the gatekeepers, dude. Drew Dober, Nazim Sadikov, brutal flying knee KO from Ismail Bonfim, and then Esteban Ribovic. Those aren't bad losses, but they just show me that you're really not gonna be able to get to that next level in the UFC. I don't care how quickly you are able to finish Vyacheslav Borshev, who was unfortunately washed, but so when I see him fight someone like Chris Duncan, and this is a guy that's, what is he? He's 5-1 in the UFC, only lost to Manuel Torres. He doesn't have good wins, though. He doesn't have good wins, man. Balaji Oki, okay. Matuas Rebecki is not. I don't think that's a great win, because, this guy, he beat Metabek Bali. Fuck, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know who wins this. I'm just trying to think if, McKinney's gonna be on that level of, Manuel Torres. He should, theoretically, McKinney should be on that level of, being able to beat someone who has lost to Manuel Torres, so I don't know. I might have to lean towards Terrence McKinney. Fuck, yo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm fencing the fuck out of this one, dude. I'll go Terrence McKinney. Right now, alright, as it stands right now, October 15th, 2025, I will go Terrence McKinney. Next fight is Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. This is super interesting. I mean, hey, there's fucking Manuel Torres. Speaking of the guy, beat Drew Dober. Pretty, convincingly. Obviously, he's beaten Chris Duncan. He lost to Ignacio Bahamondes, which is not a bad loss. Ignacio Bahamondes is really good. This is the guy I'm thinking of, right? The guy that just lost to Fiziev? Okay. That was the same guy that McKinney lost to, right? Oh, I was thinking of Esteban Ribovic. Right. Now maybe that changes things. Ignacio Bahamondes is still pretty good though, and he's gonna fight Grant Dawson, my boy, the guy I thought was gonna be up next, dude. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. Diego Ferreira is a pretty good win. It's not aging as well though. Rafa Garcia, just the one loss in the UFC. He's 11-1-1 in the UFC. It was to fucking King Green, dude. I'm gonna have to go with Grant Dawson to win this, man. I don't think Manuel Torres is on that level of like Bobby Green in 2023, dude. And even then, I think that was a fluke. I just think that was a straight up fluke. So I'm gonna back Grant Dawson to get the grappling in. I think he's gonna do enough to dominate Manuel Torres here. Okay, this is obviously not in order. I don't think they would have Brandon Moreno go from like fight night main event to just like shuffled in with the rest of the prelim guys on a pay-per-view. This will probably be the featured prelim bout. I'm gonna have to Tatsuro Taira is a very good opponent. I think it's the only one that makes sense left in this flyweight division, but I am gonna go Brandon Moreno 29-28. Taira is a fucking super good opponent though, man. Like he's like, he had a super strong come up and went to a split decision with Brandon Royval in a 5-round fight. Like I can't be mad at that. I really can't. And then he's coming off that super strong win over Hyun Sung Park. That being said, though, I think Moreno's he's just like the Max Holloway of the flyweights, man. Like, he just loses to, like, he just has that boogeyman over him in Pantoja. And technically gets to Royval since he lost to him by split decision, but that was a super close fight. I am gonna, he's fucking, damn, Tyra's 25. No, I'm going Moreno to win this 29-28. Close decision, stand-up game. The striking will be there. I think Moreno will get more damage off on him and he'll get more control over him. I think that's how it's gonna go. This next fight, Fares Ziam versus Nazim Sadikov. This is a very, very interesting fight, man. Fares Ziam is like, he's 7-2. He has some pretty decent wins. I think Jimmy Malarkey is a good win. I think, Jai Herbert's a pretty good win. Claudio Puelles is decent. Matt Frevla and Mike Davis are pretty good wins. I think this Matt Frevla performance is actually really, really good. He's going up against guy Nazim Sadikov. Who has he faced? He's beaten Ismail Bonfim. This is the guy that went to a draw with fucking Slava Claus. That's right. He beat Terrence McKinney by rear naked choke. Who the fuck is Nicolas Mota? 3-3 and 1 no contest. Lost to Jim Miller. No contest with Trey Ogden. Doesn't have the strongest wins. Okay, you should have won that fight. This is tough, man. Because he has yet to lose in the UFC. I'm probably going to lean towards... Shit. I'll lean towards Fares Ziam. I don't think Nazim has beaten an opponent on the same caliber as Fares Ziam so far, because... Bonfim and McKinney are good wins, though. That's like, Bonfim's the only one, though. But that was by doctor stoppage. And this guy's 2-2. He's on this other one. Fuck. No, I'm going to go for Ziam. I think he's had the stronger caliber of opponents. I think he's had more experience. He's put in more effort. I think he looked better during his fights as well. He has better wins. So I'm going to go for Ziam right now to win this fight. This is what I'm talking about, bro. There's no fucking way that Mansour Abdul Malik is the feature prelim bout of the night. That being said, though, I do think he beats Antonio Tracoli. He had a pretty impressive contender series fight. He's gone undefeated since then. This was just because of a technical decision when the state of Georgia didn't allow for that, so they overturned that to a draw. Yeah, I just think there's still a lot of upside we have to see from Abdul Malik and Antonio Tracoli. Like, if you look at his record, man, this guy's 0-2 in the UFC. He's lost to Trey... Dude, losing to Tresean Gore, man. What are we doing? You can't. I'm sorry. First round standing guillotine choke. You cannot lose to Trayshawn Gore, man. Shara Bullet, that's fine. People do lose to Shara Bullet, but God, bro, Trayshawn Gore, that's tragic. That's a tragic loss to have on your record. So I'm gonna go with Mansoor Abdul Malik to win this fight. Going to the main card. This is awesome. I don't know if I can't remember if I manifested this one. Or, no, this was already supposed to happen, but they moved it to this pay-per-view. This was supposed to be on the Qatar card, I believe, and then they moved it to this pay-per-view. Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. I think I'm going to have to go Bogdan Guskov to win this fight. 42 years old. Jan's losses are starting to age actually pretty well. Going the decision with Alex Pereira, going the decision with Carlos Ulberg. That looks pretty good on your resume. Going to a draw with Magomed Ankalaev. That looks pretty good, man. It's just, oh, shit. Bogdan Guskov. He's also looked incredible. Fucking. I thought I saw I beat Johnny Walker. He's only lost to Volkan Uzdemir. But he's also KO'd Nikita Krylov. And the only other person to do that was Dominic Reyes. You know what? I'm going to go Jan Blachowicz to win this fight. I'm sorry. I think he's looked really good in his last few performances. I think his losses have aged well. I think his wins have also aged well. And you know what? I think Bogdan Guskov is a red herring. I think it's a red flag. I think, we're buying into this hype a little too quickly, I just don't think his strength of opponent, again, this is without any tape study, but Billy Elikana, Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann sucks, man, alright? I'm telling you right now. Zach Pauga, he's lost to Volkan Ozdemir, bro. This guy's losing. I'm going Jan Blachowicz to win this fight. Next fight, though. Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. What the fuck? How the fuck does Peyton Talbot get this pay-per-view fight? How does he get a ranked fight here? What did he do to deserve a ranked fight? Because literally, what this guy did, he was super promising, up-and-coming prospect, Went 3-0 in the UFC, had these really good performances, lost to Rayoni Barcelos, who the fuck is Rayoni Barcelos, bro? Wow, he beat Cody Garbrandt in Iowa? I totally forgot about that. He lost to Kyler Phillips, what the fuck? He beats Peyton Talbot? And then, so Peyton Talbot loses to him. He beats Felipe Lima, which is a good win. This guy's another big prospect trying to make his way into the UFC. That's a good win, but not you deserve a ranked opponent, number 10, Henry Cejudo. On pay-per-view! What? I don't think this guy deserves this fight at all, dude. That being said, though, I got Peyton Talbot to win this fight. Henry Cejudo is fucking washed, man. He looked bad against Song. I mean, Now I'm debating myself because he looked bad against Song Yadong, but losing to Song Yadong isn't the worst thing in the world. Obviously, he also lost to 2 other world champions in his return. So I can't fault him too heavily for this performance. I just think if Peyton Talbot actually does beat him, he is actually genuinely washed and he should retire, which people are saying he's going to after this fight. So I still feel inclined to go Henry Cejudo though, man. I just don't know what Peyton Talbot's has shown me so far to say, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be a real big fighter up and coming. I don't know what he's done to deserve a fight of this caliber. I don't know what he's gonna do to really convince me. If he does, I mean, he just again, obviously, if he wins, then I don't know. You can still have there's still that little fucking caveat of being oh well, Henry Cejudo's just washed. He came back into the rankings number 2, and then fought for the world title after 3 years away. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna fucking low key. I'm gonna pick Henry Cejudo to win this fight. Honestly. This is not on the main card. Get the fuck out of here. What is this? I don't even remember this fight being announced. Are we serious? Macy Barber versus Karine Silva on a pay-per-view? What? I swear I've looked at this card already. I don't remember this one being made. Okay, Karine Silva has decent wins. Lost to Vivian Araujo, which isn't great. I mean, she's fought some pretty good competition. The Tracy Cortez, Natalia Silva, Amanda Rivas, Alexa Grasso are all decent. All decent losses. Jessica Ai's decent loss. Okay, and she's fighting Macy Barber. 9-2 in the UFC. Macy Barber, who's beaten Amanda Lewis, who's beaten Andrea, who's beaten Jessica Ai, who's beaten Montana De La Rosa. Only lost to the GOAT in the women's division, Roxanne Modafferi, and future champion Alexa Grasso. This is actually kind of compelling for a women's fight. Low-key, I'm probably going to pick Macy Barber to win this. I don't know what else to say. That's interesting, though. This is so not being on the main card, though. I'm going to tell you this right now, man. This is going to get fucking... We're actually going to get fucking Brandon Moreno on the main card, then. Because no fucking way this is going on the main card. Co-main event, though. Oh, my God, dude. Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Dude. This has to be Joshua Van's, man. You know what? I'm gonna say Joshua Van wins this, but it's gonna be by 48-47 decision. I think Joshua Van actually has the not even the skills, right? But just the power and the fucking ability to the sheer willpower to fucking push through and defend against Pantoja, who you know, like he's fought, like Pantoja has fought well in his title fights. He's looked really good throughout them. I just don't think they're very strong wins, like as of recently. I think Steve Versailles went on like a long losing streak after he fought for the title. Kaya Sakura just lost to fucking Tim Elliott, and then Kai Kara France was a guy that we were kind of like, I don't know if he really deserved a big title win anyway, because he also beat Steve Versailles even more convincingly. So Joshua Van, though. This guy, man, 3 weeks notice, turns around, beats Brandon Royval by unanimous decision. Oh, how can I not? Like, how can I not, you know? I'm going to pick Joshua Van to legitimately win this. I think I am. I'll have to, like, really look at, like, you know, their style of fighting, how they match up, and what things, like, each opponent, like, would really do well against each other. But right now, I'm feeling Joshua Van. I'm feeling a Joshua Van win here. And he will become the next champion. Finally, though, main event, I can't fucking believe this guy, man. Merab needs to fuck off. This guy needs to legitimately fuck off, man. This guy is coming for my GOAT, my glorious King Pookie Bear, Dominic Cruz's title as the Bantamweight GOAT. And I need DC to be in attendance so he can jump this fucking cage and fucking sucker punch Merab Dvalishvili to stop him from actually being able to catch up to him in Bantamweight title defenses. Because I can't fucking stand this anymore, dude. Like, this guy is... Oh, my God. This is his 4th title defense in a year, which would break a record. If he wins this fight, he's going to be 1 fight away from tying Anderson Silva's record of most consecutive UFC wins. He's already beaten Petr Yan pretty convincingly. And, you know, Petr Yan says he was injured, so maybe that'll change things. I fucking really want this guy to lose, man. Like, this is not a guy I want to see dethrone my GOAT. Because he's really on his fucking way to, man. And this would really, like... Oh, I am losing ammunition fast, dude. I feel like I'm on the battlefield and I'm fucking losing men left and right. The enemies are closing in, dude. This is getting fucked up out here for Dominic Cruz fans, dude. My only argument is that he hasn't... Oh, this one might... fuck, the Umar fight! Why did you have to beat Umar? Why did you have to beat Umar, man? Why couldn't you... I don't even have nothing to say about that, bro. I think Merab wins. I'm super happy Petr Yan's finally getting his title fight. This fucking guy is also killing like all the people I want to see like succeed in the bantamweight division, dude. I wanted to see Corey Sandhagen win. I want to see Petr Yan get his title back, bro. But he's just gonna fucking put an end to all my hopes and dreams. You fucking asshole! Why are you so great? Anyway, those are my thoughts on the upcoming 323 card, and I'm gonna hear the other thoughts of guys like mma-guru and Lucas Tracy. So let's get right into that.
But either way, let's talk about this. Where is Alexander Volkanovski? I'm not gonna lie.
That is an interesting. I know this does kill me. It actually does hurt quite a bit. I'm desperate to hear like any update on what the featherweight like title scene is looking like, man, because we're getting fucking nowhere, dude. It feels like Volk is like in the season of like the Ultimate Fighter where we just like we're getting no updates and no progression of the featherweight division right now. Fuck, yo, I actually think he's just trying to get as many days with the championship as he can, man, to try to reach 2,000. Because I think that's, like I said, that's the way he really cements himself as an all-time GOAT. But he needs to defend this again, man. He just needs to. We're going on. He last fought in April. Like, remember how active this guy used to be? In 2025, he's had one fight. 2024, he had one fight. Like, but that was a loss, so like, you know, we understand that. But this, like, you should have been back in here. Because there's like 5 people coming for your title, bro. Like, where are you?
I mean, you still have a couple fans out there that are saying, man, if he keeps winning 5 more wins, then maybe he'll be the GOAT. But like most of us realize he is the GOAT, and he's been the GOAT for quite some time.
No!
I think he became...
well, okay, so he's going to tie... Okay. So, if he defends it here, he's going to tie TJ Dillashaw in title wins. And then that leaves him 2 away from tying Dominic Cruz in title wins, but also included the WEC, because that's basically what the division would have been like if it was in the UFC. It's the consecutive wins that's really fucking annoying me, man. That's really like it's hard. Like I can't just sit up here and say like, oh, he needs to reach DC's title record too. Obviously, I think if he did, there'd be no question about it. He is the absolute GOAT. I think if he ties Anderson Silva's record, he'll be the GOAT. So 2 more. I'm giving Merab 2 more. If he's all that I've heard him say, he should have no problem reaching 2 wins. I will leave it at that right here, right now. If he can get 2 more wins, including this one, he is the all-time GOAT. He is the all-time bantamweight GOAT. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Just know, though, just fucking know, DC would have had as many he would have way more title defenses if he was actually fucking healthy.
The bantamweight GOAT after he beat...
Like, I'm not even joking, he probably would have, like, Dominic Cruz legitimately could have, like, been up there with, like, 10 title wins at bantamweight. Genuinely, if he was not as injured as he was. Like, he would have been Renan Bernal. He would have been TJ Dillashaw. He would have been any other up-and-coming like guy in the bantamweight division at that point. Only could he like that legitimately. That's what he would have done. He'd be in the same. He is in the same argument as like Jose Aldo.
Nurmagomedov. He's been furthering that case. He's been solidifying that even more. Now he's fighting Petr Yan. This is insane, man. This
fucking asshole, though, man. He's fighting 4 times in 1 year. I fucking hate you. You're trying so hard to prove yourself as the GOAT, man. You know what? Like, I wonder if this fight would actually cement him as, like, the #1 pound-for-pound guy on the roster right now. Low-key, I think it does. Because, like, Ilia Topuria obviously isn't fighting this year. I feel like he hasn't done enough to really warrant keeping that spot right now, other than, you know, compared to Merab, who's fought 4 opponents in a year. 4 championship-level opponents in a year.
Insane. It's never been done before. If he breaks this record, I mean, we have to talk about Merab as being, I mean, that's...
If he reaches DC's title reign, or even beats it, with having 8 bantamweight title wins, then low-key he's going to be, like, within, like, the top 5. Like, all-time. Genuinely. 8, if he can reach 8 bantamweight title wins, like, you know, title fight wins, then he'll be in the same group as, like, you know, like, guys like, over Jose Aldo, over, like, Amanda Nunes, over, like, you know, up there with, like, over Volkanovski, probably.
Talk about how incredible it would be for Poatan to win a 3rd belt. Maybe this wouldn't be as insane, but 4 title defenses in 1 year against the competition in which he's doing it against. Think about it. Like,
Corey Sandhagen? Like, let's be real. Like, that's not... Sean O'Malley? Let's be real here. The competition he has faced outside of Umar Nurmagomedov is not as strong as people like to say it is.
Like this.
That's just my opinion.
2 wins over Petr Yan is insane no matter what. That's like 2 wins over Max Holloway. Maybe not at that same level, but dude, it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar. If Merab beats Petr Yan,
no, it's
4
not.
title defenses in 1 year. This
It is not.
Without a doubt.
Okay, let me think about this. So, okay, wait a minute. Actually, so he doesn't lose to Aljamain Sterling. He doesn't lose to Aljamain Sterling again because he gets robbed. He doesn't lose to Sean O'Malley because he gets robbed. He does lose to Muradzashvili. He beats what's the fucking kid's name? Song Yadong. Figueredo. Fuck, it actually is. Oh, fuck. Dude, I've been like preaching this guy, but like I never really thought of him like. Man, I hate Merab.
Of all time. And I think in order for him to win a fight like this, he needs to prioritize looking for a finish, trying to get.
I'm just thinking. Oh, Merab's like striking abilities again is getting really good, man. I wonder if like that'd be enough if Petr Yan was able to if okay, let's just say he is able to defend the takedowns, right? Would he even be able to get something out of just standing and striking with Dvalishvili? Or would Merab just also be able to like just kind of piece this guy up, back him up against the cage constantly? I do think. I wonder if Petr Yan should like not even just not you know, go for a finish. Just try to maintain control of the octagon. You know, I think that would help him a lot in that fight if he's able to just maintain control. Even if he is getting like a bit more pieced up, if he's landing every once in a while. And then if he defends the takedowns, right? Hopefully if he can defend the takedowns, then that way he could maybe eke out a win. You know, a split decision probably. But other than that, I don't see a way he wins. He doesn't win on the ground, obviously. He doesn't win, like, fucking clinched up. If he can maybe clinch up Merab and he isn't, like, maybe he could clinch him up and that's how you get to the win in certain rounds. So it'll be interesting to see for sure.
You're talking a resume of... over the past few years, Aldo.
This is so painful.
Include Marlon Moraes, but regardless of Marlon Moraes, Aldo.
Yeah, you should include him.
Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley. In between that, Umar Nurmagomedov, Sean O'Malley again.
We'll see.
Now,
we'll see in the next little bit. We're gonna get some updates to that resume of like how good it is. Because if Umar loses to Bautista, that's like kind of tough. And then if Sean O'Malley also, you know, loses his next fight, that looks kind of tough too. So we'll see how well it is. Right now, it does look very good, I will say. But I think people are overrating it, man. Like if you compare it to someone like Corey Sandhagen too, dude, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think the Cejudo, it was a very dominant performance, so I will give him that. But I don't think. It is good. It was a good one. This is just straight up cope coming from me though. So
and he does sparring sessions on fight day.
Yes.
He sparred for 5 rounds hard before the Corey Sandhagen fight. I saw a guy in the flyweight division gas out after failing 2 takedowns the other day.
Stuart Nickel. Yes. Fucking guy gassed after 2 takedowns. Since this guy's in here going 25 minutes sparring before a fight. That's awesome, dude.
Gotcha. Stuart Nickel was his name.
That's
These guys
fucking
need
funny.
to ask Merab what he's doing differently than every
Yeah, man.
fighter ever
I need his training camp. I need to be in his training camp, dude, because this guy's going nuts.
in UFC. He's on the horizon of GOAT himself. You heard Dana White say it, the record for wins in the flyweight division.
Oh, dude, the fucking longevity is crazy for Pantoja, man. Like, yeah. It's like the thing Luca Tracy said, you know, winning a title fight, 155 or under, and at 35 years old, he's only been done by 2 people. Fucking Volk and him. So, like, yeah, I have to absolutely give him his props. And I think it definitely puts him in number 2. I think it definitely. He's already over. Oh, Cejudo was a double champ, though. Nah.
Alejandro Pantoja 6 or 7 years ago was fighting the likes of Figueiredo and Askar Askarov and top contenders.
Does have a lot more experience on him, dude. That is like a thing going for Pantoja for sure. Like, you know, just being in this setting, like of being in a title fight, the mentality that you need to fight, like to be in one of these. I do think obviously, yeah, he does have the higher fight IQ. I'm gonna have to really
And
like
just a few
think
years
about
later,
that.
He was fighting for titles in the UFC.
Because I just see a lot of
flyweight
promise in
division, when Van wasn't
I
even
just
on-
see a lot of promise in Joshua Van's power, and like his ability, and it's just like I think it's something that maybe will throw Pantoja off his game a bit more, and I think he's just gonna have that in his. He's just like, he's not. It's like it's just not gonna be something. I don't think Pantoja has fought an opponent. Oh fuck, I can't say that. He's fought Royval for the title. It's been a while since he fought an opponent like Joshua Van, right? Since like the Royval fights, say. So I think it'll be kind of a weird matchup for Pantoja, but I think the Kai Kara France, fight does like give a kind of an insight, like how this might play out for sure. But I just think Joshua Van's a better fighter than Kai Kara France is.
Where is Sean Brady? Where is Rakhmonov?
That
I know
Brady,
someone came out
oh
with
dude, I didn't even talk about Brady fucking Morales and 322, dude. Oh my god, that's such a dumb matchup to make, man. I don't know where the fuck Usman is, and I don't know why Morales isn't fighting someone like Joaquin Buckley. Honestly, I think that's something that should have happened in regards to that. But yeah, man, I'm guessing now, in terms of the welterweight division, what you do is you have Usman fight Shavkat. And you're gonna have Brady fight Morales, who is number 8. I'm looking at those rankings right now, dude. You'd have you have Bilal fight Ian Gary, and then you have Edwards fighting where is he? Prates. Yeah, Buckley needs to fight someone coming up, so someone like no one's even on the fucking come up in this division, man. Gabriel Bonfim is the only guy, or Mike Malott, who's just about to fight Kevin Holland and maybe lose. This division is so fucking old. And then Islam's gonna join the rankings too, so I'd give the next title fight to. We'll see, man. I think low-key. I don't know, dude. I would make a picture of it. I kind of did in the last. No, I didn't actually. I might make a video on that. We'll see.
of a new Brady was looking to fight Ian Gary in Vancouver, and Ian Gary turned it down for the Bilal Muhammad matchup instead. So they're both ready to go.
Did he actually?
Number 2
Dude,
versus
Ian Gary also supposedly... Bilal said Ian Gary also turned down the fight being a 5-rounder, which is fucking funny. I don't know why you wouldn't. I feel like... Actually, I know why you would if you're Ian Gary, because you've always looked bad in championship rounds. So I guess that's why you would want to, but that benefits Bilal too. So we'll see how that fight goes. How exciting time. Actually, fuck, not much to say about that one, man. I didn't have a lot to say about that at all, actually, but it's still a good, interesting video to talk about. I am excited to see how 202. I just looked at the fucking time of my recording. I'm interested to see how UFC 323 plays out. I think we're getting a very good, aside from the Apex cards we're gonna get in early November. I think we got a very good stretch of UFC cards to talk about. Some very interesting things coming up. Obviously, Contender Series just came about and went. I'm gonna make a video on that coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But that's gonna do it for me, man. If you let me know your comments down below what you think of the UFC 323 matchups and announcements, what more we could expect from them, what matches you were anticipating that weren't on the card, how excited you are for the matches that are on the card. Over here's a place to talk about all my other UFC kind of just random videos talking about some of them things there. Here's a video that YouTube thinks you'll like, and you can subscribe to the channel right here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. That's going to do it for me, though. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.